to me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Roy Jones Jr. It's Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the heavyweight championship of the world.
This bout is scheduled.
What a pleasure it is to be here. And after months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. Only catching air with that hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. Defense is not an option for these two. Jab misses. How about that time counter shot? Crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nope, that jab not going to score. Can't find a home for that jab. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Every time, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something. What do we expect to see here in round 2? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right. Hold that thought! Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Nice counter. Good counter punch. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Just missing with the right uppercut. That counter punch caught him clean. Both men step back for just a moment. Counter punches have to hurt. Well done with that counter shot. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. A very competitive round. Did you see that? Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Roy Jones in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Beautiful counter punch. Perfect counter lands. And he misses with that straight left. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Nice count. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. Oh my word, down goes RJJ. Big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
You finished? Johnny's
Back
just
on their
gonna
feet
wig,
right
right?
now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe, or do they play defense here?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at it. It's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Roy Jones in that last round. He's been knocked out. Back at it in round 4. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Misses with the straight left. And that hook misses. Good counter punching. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Punch, counter punch. Insane action. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A perfect counter shot. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Beautiful counter shot. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
And he misses with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter punch right up the middle. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. A punch, a receipt is coming right back. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Lucky that hook didn't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. That was almost a tip. There's the bell to start round 6. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. Counter shot land. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the corner right there. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. Pensacola's fist is down. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably. Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here. Perfect. And Bugsy Malone goes down.
Oh.
And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four. Can you continue?
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Both men were knocked down. And there's the bell to start round 7. What is this round going to look like after all the drama of the previous round where both of these athletes went down?
One fighter got knocked down earlier, got back up again to knock him down. How are they going to walk back out of this into the next round?
And he scores with the counter. Nice counter shot. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
I've never seen a fighter so fast.
Oh, my goodness, Johnny. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. And down goes Jones Jr. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Even I.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you okay?
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round. Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Looks like they've shaken it off.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial. And there's the bell for round 8. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. And it's lights out. That will do it. What a knockout win. As we watch it again one more time. Up.
Are you okay?
Hey.
So it's onward and... We've got... It's Roy Jones. This bout is... All the talking has been done. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. And he just missed with that left jab. Nice slip to avoid the jab. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
A perfect counter lands. That hook won't score. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Misses with the straight left. Misses with the jab. Beautiful counter shot. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know, I've been in fights like that.
On to the second round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
When you're fighting a counter counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
They have got great ring IQ. Counterpunchers are the best.
Missing with the hook. Can't find a home with that jab. Nice counter shot. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
This is the type of fighter that would say, I don't even want rounds. Let's just fight until one of us can't stand up anymore.
If you get in with a slugger, they want to work at their own pace. Use speed, frustrate them, take them out of their comfort zone. Make them tired, trip over their own feet. Get them angry.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Good counter punch. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. And there's the bell for round 3. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Just missed with that jab. There's a counter shot. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. One punch could change everything in this battle. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
The stamina is off the charts. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. He is down big time on the scores. There's the bell for round 4. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
He missed with that jab. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. Well done with that counter shot. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round.
There's the bell to start round 5. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. That counter punch caught him clean. A lot of effort being exerted here. And down goes Jones Jr. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
I need to...
1, 2, 3, 4. Relax.
So this fight will continue.
What happened?
But how can they get back into this bout?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or is it a bit of a mousetrap?
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Talk about Roy Jones. Here we go in the 6th round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Tried to score with a jab. Been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day.
Whoa, Johnny! What a massive upset this would be. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones and now there's the bell to start round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
He scores with the counter. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble.